I'm going to record this. This is going to be our Emerald in 48-hour training call. And it's going to be a quick one because it really is super simple and straightforward to go Emerald. So let's just get going. So the reason that you want to even go Emerald, and you probably heard your upline sponsor coach say, one of your first goals is, of course, helping your first challengers get started. And then your other goal first as you get started in your business is to reach Emerald rank. So maybe you've seen people get shouted out on the team page, they've reached Emerald, maybe the next one they reached Diamond or Star Diamond. All of those ranks mean you unlocking the income potential in this business. You unlocking the income potential in this business. When you sit at coach rank, the only way to make money in this business is through commissions. And so if you have these big dreams to create a lasting income, a residual income, a very solid foundation for your coaching business, you can't stay at coach rank. Yes, of course, we want to help as many people as we can. And I work every single day to help new people get started and help my existing people stay on Shakeology and all of the other supplements, continue their body count so that I get I get the retention, I get the commission from what they continue to purchase. But me as one person can only sell so much. And I'm not in this to sell. I'm in this to really help people and to be able to work with other people that want to help people as well. And so when you reach Emerald rank, you're unlocking that income potential to be able to earn more outside of just commission. I'm not going to go way too much into what exactly that means, team cycle bonuses, all of those things in this call tonight. But just know that when you hit Emerald rank, you unlock the capability to be able to cash in on team cycle bonuses, which is the residual side of the income in our compensation plan. So if you haven't looked at the compensation plan, I highly recommend doing that. It's in the Coach Online office under training. And you can learn a little bit about the different ways that we make money. And reaching Emerald is your very first step to that. I always like to use the analogy of driving a car. So you sign up to be a coach. So exciting, right? Maybe you bought, I'm equating this to you buying a new car, you getting a new car. You signed up to be a coach, you got your new car, you were handed the keys to your car, and you're like so excited, right? But until you actually put the keys in the ignition, you're not going anywhere. So reaching Emerald rank is you putting the keys in the ignition and turning it, or pressing the button now that a lot of us have in our cars, pressing that button to get the car going, to get it going. Emerald unlocks those capabilities. The car turns on, you get to play with all the features, you get to learn about it more. You just have some credibility in your business when you reach Emerald, just like you have some credibility when you sit in your car and you turn it on for the first time. Okay. Diamond is a whole other thing. That's like put your foot on the gas and go down the highway kind of thing when you reach Diamond level, but we're here to talk about Emerald tonight. So I know that a lot of you have these income goals, and specifically, I'm just kind of thinking about a couple of my new coaches that have signed up recently that have, shared with me that a huge reason that they would love this supplemental income to contribute to their family is to help their family go on trips, to provide things for their children that maybe they currently can't, or maybe they didn't have growing up, with the season kind of like hopefully coming to an end with winter. I'm noticing and I'm seeing lots and lots more people traveling and going on these trips and planning vacations. I know we're starting to talk about what kind of vacations and things that we are doing. And so again, it kind of goes back to what I said in the beginning. Beachbody can be a huge, huge blessing to be able to contribute to your family in that way, or to help other families. But if you sit at coach rank and you don't reach Emerald, there's a max on how much you can make. And it's not that much because you're just banking on selling. But when you reach Emerald rank, you have that income potential to get you to the goals that you want to for your income goals, your financial goals for this business. And so I just kind of that just kind of popped in my mind because I know I've been seeing a lot of people start to share about trips and little mini vacays or long weekends or whatever they're going on with their family. And for me, that is something that at this point now, Beachbody is able to fully fund something like that for us. But it is only because for more than 4.5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I did exactly these steps that I'm going to tell you tonight to get myself to Emerald rank, to really unlock the keys to my business, put the key in the ignition and get it started to my business. So that is why we want to do this, because the income potential is there. You start to earn seed cycle bonuses, your checks accelerate and compound from there. So the first step, the very, very first step that you want to do in this business to get yourself to Emerald is sign up your spouse. So literally you could do that tonight. You could be halfway to Emerald by the time you go to bed tonight, as soon as you get off this call. Okay, we're ending this call by 8:30. So by 8:34, 8:33, you could be halfway to Emerald. And you should be halfway to Emerald because that is the recommended, literally like 9.9 out of 10 very successful coaches will tell you that is what they first did to get their business up and running. Okay, so my spouse account at this point, Pete, my husband, we make hundreds of dollars just on his account every single week. Like my goal this year is to get him to the 1,000 amount every single week. Hundreds of dollars every single week. He's not working the business. He's not logging into the Coach Online office. He doesn't post on social media. He will do workouts with me. He will, commit to doing a 3-day refresh with me every so often. I am helping him work his business. I am utilizing the opportunity to sign up a spouse account or a close family member, fiance, very serious partner, whatever it is. I'm utilizing that opportunity to basically double dip our income, because everything that I do, everybody that I sign up, all the coaches that I help develop and grow, they benefit both of us, both of our accounts. So it's, in a sense, double dipping income. And again, I'm not going to go into the details of that. I may make another video after this, more about Team Cycle Bonus and those benefits of the spouse thing. But just trust me on this. You want your spouse to be the first person you sign up on your weak leg. You want your spouse to be the first person you sign up on your weak leg. So there's a strong leg and a weak leg, right leg and left leg, okay? I can't tell you which one is your strong and which one is your weak, because everybody's organization looks different. So you're going to have to do two things. When you go into your Coach Online office and you go to My Volume, you'll see RV and LV, right leg volume, left leg volume. Likely one of them will be higher than the other. Likely one of them will say 0 and the other will say maybe 100 or 500 or whatever, a couple hundred. Whatever is 0 is your weak leg. Whatever is more than 0 is your strong leg. Okay, so I highly recommend drawing it out like a tree kind of thing. You at the top, left, right, and then when you figure it out, write it down. If you can't figure this out, the second thing I want you to do is talk to your mentor, upline, sponsor, coach about it and confirm that what you just think you figured out is true, because they will be able to tell you based on where you are in their genealogy, where you signed up with them. They'll be able to tell you which one is your strong and which one is your weak. If yours both say 0-0, both sides say 0-0, then definitely ask your coach. Okay. So you want that spouse account to be on your weak leg. And when you sign them up, as you probably all know, when a coach signs up with a challenge pack, their $40 coach enrollment fee gets waived, right? Does everyone know that? A coach can sign up for free if they buy a challenge pack. So obviously you already have Beachbody On Demand, right? So you don't need another Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. The best challenge pack option, in my opinion, is the 3-day refresh with Shakeology sampler. So it's Shakeology packets. You know, when you get Shakeology, you can either get a 30 bag or a 24 box of packets. You want to get the 3-day refresh Shakeology packets challenge pack. It's $160. Your $40 coach fee gets waived. Because you signed, because you're signing it up from that coach, you get commission. So you're going to earn, you in your account are going to earn $50 from your coach, your spouse, buying a challenge pack of $160. So you'll earn $50 commission. So basically your household will pay $110. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me know if you guys have questions. Drop them in the chat as I go. Okay. So when you get that 3-day refresh challenge pack, it's a great opportunity for you to do the program. If you've never done 3-day refresh, it's a really great, really quick way for you to get a good before and after, for you to get a good transformation, and for you to be able to know the program enough to recommend it to people who say they need to break habits. They've got really bad habits going on after Valentine's Day, still lingering from Christmas, that they just need to break habits quickly and keep them off. Or, maybe they just want to tighten up their nutrition. Maybe they feel super bloated or whatever. You want to get to know the 3-day refresh program. With the Shakeology packets, the reason I tell you to get that instead of a bag is because you can resell those. I sent out a bunch of samples of stuff today, not for free. I don't give out free samples. I sell them either in packs of 5 or in packs of 7. And if I'm shipping them, or if they're local to me, that kind of dictates the cost. But you can figure out what you want to charge. I usually do, if I'm shipping it, I usually do 5 for $25, I think. And that covers, the cost of me, the Shako, and then shipping it. But if it's local, you may want to do a little cheaper. But anyway, so people can try Shakeology. People who you're talking to who may be a little bit hesitant can try it. You can get the combo pack. You can get like 3 different flavors. So you have kind of a variety to package up for them. Another thing you can use those packets for are challenger prizes. I like to put a packet of something I know that my challenger hasn't had yet in their prize pack. Like if I'm shouting, I pick one challenger a week that I recognize and I put them in there. And I have, I give them obviously their prize for free. But if you're looking to make back the investment that you put into your husband's business, you can sell these Shako sampler packs. Or you can ask your husband if he wants to start drinking Shakeology. If you have fallen in love with it, and maybe you and your spouse have talked about, or you and your fiance, whatever person you're close with, have talked about wanting to do this together and get healthy together, ask them if they want to start. We get like 3 Shakeology shipments a month, plus Daily Sunshine, plus all that. Or you don't have to get a 3-day refresh challenge pack. If you're pregnant, you can't do 3-day refresh, or nursing. So you could get Daily Sunshine challenge pack. You could get, there's so many different things now that you can get. Just know that if you get like Energize and Recover and those types of things, you may not get the $40 coach fee waived. because it's not a challenge pack. Unless you do get a challenge pack. You don't want to buy, like, for example, you don't want to buy like the bar challenge pack under your spouse, because it's not going to be under your bod. Does that make sense? Like when you log into your bod, if it's under his, then it won't be in your same membership. So that's why I'm like recommending the nutritional sides of things. I also give away Energize packets in my prize packs, Recover packets in my prize packs, Hydrate. I'm recently obsessed with Hydrate, all these types of things. So there's like so many options. I'm not going to go into all of them, but you sign them up, you're halfway to Emerald, right? You have to have the conversation with them. You have to explain to them that you are wanting to kickstart your business. You're wanting to take your business under your control and get yourself to Emerald, and not rely on other people to get you to the first spot in your business. If you sit around and wait for working coaches to come around to you, your confidence is going to be low, because you'll be sitting at coach rank and not Emerald rank. And you will have not made moves in your business to have the confidence to be like, I can do this. I know the strategies to make myself advance a little bit so that I can later advance a lot. Okay. So just trust me on this one. You do not want to get years into this business and not have your spouse at the top of your organization, because every coach you sign up under him benefits from all the volume that they get. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go into Team Cycle bonuses, but if you're interested in learning about that, it is in the training section of the Coach Online office. Okay. So that's the first thing. Halfway to Emerald, sign up your partner. Number 2, second thing to get you to Emerald. This is the second half. Create a list. Who do you know right now? Who do you know that wants to lose weight, that picks apart their body, that may hate their job, they want to stay at home or do something different with their life, do something different with their job, they have a lot of debt to pay off? Think of people from your family, outside your spouse or whatever, from your family, sister, mom, cousin, aunts. Think of people from college, high school, neighbors, preschool friends, if you're a mom of little kids, things like that. Anybody that's in class, if you have taken workout classes and you're close with anybody in there, you made friends, any of mom friends, jog your memory and create a list tonight of at least 5 people that answer one of those questions. They want to lose weight. Maybe they've talked, you and them have talked before about, how they've tried everything and they are just sick of it. Maybe y'all have gone shopping together before and it's been a frustration. It's been a pain point to talk about nutrition, eating healthy, and, drinking too much wine and then eating something that you don't plan to. They pick apart their body. They've told you that before. You've seen them do it. Again, unhappy in their job, all these types of things. You need to make a list of 5 people who fit that, who you are already close with, who you already know, who they already like you, they already trust you, they know you, and maybe they even know like what you've been doing, and they've seen you do your coach announcement posts, and they've seen you start to share little bits and pieces of what you're doing, and they're already curious. I was gonna say interested, and they may be, but they're already curious. And if you never come to them and invite them to the party, how do they know that they're welcome to join? When you start thinking of people to invite, seriously, whether it is a spouse or your mom, your sister, any of these people, I want you to stop thinking of inviting them as something that's a burden on them. and I know, like I'm looking at, some of you on this call, and I know that how much this has already changed your life, whether you've been doing this for a month or a couple weeks, or maybe you've been a challenger and you've done programs before in the past. I know that how much of a life changer this can be. And so we need to stop being afraid to talk to the people we're closest to when we have something that can drastically impact the rest of their life. Why are we afraid and ashamed to talk to our mom who could drop 40 pounds and extend, her life? Or, our sister that we know hasn't been super happy with the way that she's feeling or the way that she's looking or her energy level. We can't be afraid of that because you have something super, super powerful. And I think when we sign up as a coach, sometimes we're like thinking of like, okay, well, I gotta like meet these people, these new friends on Instagram, and like who knows who my challengers will be. And maybe it'll be somebody that I went to grade school with and high school with, which is all great. And I love to help all those kinds of people. But what's been awesome is to help my mom get on something that she says kicks her sugar cravings, or inspires her to cook healthier for her and my dad, or my husband drinking Shakeology to help fuel his morning, his long work day. Those kinds of things can be huge. So don't be afraid when you're talking to these people. So your 5 people that you're thinking of. For me, I'll tell you, I went Emerald with my husband, Pete, and my sister, Katie. So those were my 2 coaches that I had signed up. Obviously, neither one was working the business. But my sister got BOD and Shakeology, and she is now pregnant with her first, and she's doing the workout still and drinking Shakeology. So, and that was, almost 5 years ago at this point. So anyway, these are people you are close with. These are not random strangers. So here's what I would say. In my conversation, went a little bit like this with my sister, and my mom didn't get me to Emerald, but she's enrolled under my husband when I was wanting my husband to go Emerald to get myself to Diamond. Okay. So the conversation can go something like this. As you know, I've started this new business, or maybe they don't know, and you have to, explain and tell them that, because I have seen such amazing results. Whatever, you tell your story, whether it's a physical, a mental, emotional, whatever it is. And I have really big dreams for this business, and one of them is, a financial goal, to build up a long-lasting foundation that can help support our family. And to get there, to start and kickstart this for me, I may need your help. Would you be open to being one of my very first challengers? And you can say VIP challengers or tester challengers or whatever it is. Raise your hand if you have not, if you're like new and you haven't enrolled a challenger yet. Is anybody on that hasn't enrolled a challenger yet? Okay. How many people have enrolled less than 5 challengers so far in your coaching journey? Okay. So at this point, oh good, all of you. So that's a great thing, because at this point, when you're talking to somebody you're close with, you're telling them you want their feedback. You want their, their experience, that you want to hear from them, like a testimonial. How did they like the programs? What kind of results did they get? What do they think of Shakeology? It's a good chance for you to practice helping somebody get to know the meal plan, or for you to practice checking in on a challenger and seeing how they're doing, seeing how their progress is going. So you can ask them to be one of your like tester customers, getting their feedback, learning their experience, learning their results. Maybe I remember when I was early pregnant with my first and I hadn't announced it yet, I was like, I really need to post a transformation, but I can't do that of myself right now. Katie, my sister, can I post your transformation? And thankfully, she had an amazing transformation because she was doing 80-day obsession, or no, it wasn't 80-day obsession. It was, oh gosh, I can't remember what program she was doing at that point. Oh, Hammer and Chisel, which probably a lot of you don't even know because it's the kind of back in the day program. Anyway, I wouldn't have had that like testimonial if I hadn't asked her to do this with me. So anyway, that is really how I worded it. Do you mind helping me out with this? I need some like honest, true feedback on what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm starting to help a couple people of my own who, are not my family members or are not my best friend or not the person that I've known forever. And I would like someone that I've known forever to like shoot me straight and let me know what they think of all of this. Will you be that person for me? If so, can I sign you up as the VIP discount membership? My goal is for you to do this program with me. Maybe it's BAR, maybe it's 10 rounds coming up, maybe it's a different program. BAR, you guys, is an 8-week program. So being on Shakeology 2 months to do the program the way it's intended to be done, right? So right there is, your reasoning for getting the discount on these things that you want them to get to do the program with you, right? If you already have challengers that are doing a program with you and they don't have a discount membership and they have fallen in love with Shakeology and they plan to consistently drink it anyway, they're another person that should go on your list of 5 people. Because for me, I always say it's a no-brainer to not get the discount. If you're getting it anyway, you are going to save $15 a month. That might not sound like a lot, but over 3 months, you're saving $45, almost $50 by just changing your membership. Do you want me to go ahead and set that up for you? Do you want me to go ahead and set up the change of membership for you? And that's what I would say. And then your Emerald. It's a little tactical thing. So you sign your spouse up on your weak leg. You want to sign this other person up on your strong leg. Okay, whether that's your right or your left. You only go Emerald if you have one coach on each leg. If they're on the same leg, you don't go Emerald. Those coaches need to be active, which is 50 personal volume points. For example, Shakeology's 90 PV, 90 personal volume points. So most people fulfill that with Shakeology, but obviously there are other configurations that you can fulfill it with. An Energize order alone does not get you to 50 PV. I think it's 42. I can't remember exactly what it is. So anyway, to be an active Emerald, you have to have 2 active coaches underneath you, 1 on each leg. And you're an Emerald and you've unlocked that income potential. You can start earning Team Cycle bonuses. You can start earning free customer leads. So anybody that just goes on to Beachbody.com or sees an infomercial or hears something on the radio or whatever and goes and signs up with BOD, they get assigned a coach. And Beachbody does a lottery wheel, not a lottery, but free lead wheel. And this free lead goes in the wheel and goes to the next available coach. You're only on that wheel if you're an Emerald coach. So you get those free customers. You get to connect with them. Sometimes they turn into more. Sometimes they may turn into a coach or a lifer challenger, I like to call them. Or sometimes you just start earning commission off of what they order and they don't really care to want your support, but you're getting commission off what they order, which is amazing. So again, another awesome way to kind of bump up your income. Can we use a promo code when signing up a spouse? Yes. If you have one of your promo codes left, $10 off. So that bumps you down to $100 if you get that challenge pack I was talking about. Remember the 3-day refresh Shakeo challenge pack, not sampler, packets. is $160. You earn $50 from signing them up. Theirs is bumped down $10, so $100. Okay. And then, like I said, you can sell those packets back for samplers, so you can make your $100 back. I have a challenger who would be a great discount coach, but she is deterred by having to put her social security number and enroll in a coach. She's a banker, so super picky about it. Is there a way to get that signed up without putting that in? No, there is not a way. They have to put their social security number in. And I totally get that. That does stop some people who kind of like, why? And what I say is the only reason that you need that is if you ever decide to work this business, you ever decide to sign anybody up, not even work this business. Like if they decide to sign their coworker up with BOD, they get commission. If they earn $600 of earnings in a year, they get a 1099 form. And then they claim it on taxes and stuff if they get over $600 in earnings for a year. So you do have to connect your social security number, because if you do start, signing up and selling people things and you start earning some things and you get to 600, then you start dealing with it with your taxes. But if it's a true discount coach or, mom that's not going to do anything with it, whatever, they don't ever do anything with that social security number, Yeah, I totally get that. And that is the true explanation. Okay, if someone signs up as a coach, they get the challenge back. They don't pay the $40 fee. Do they still pay the monthly fee? Yes, good question, Amanda. Yes, they still pay the $15.95. And so if they're getting Shakeology on its own is $130, right? Like if you're not a coach, you are just a customer and you're buying Shakeology, it's $130, right? When you sign up as a coach, you get 25% commissions on everything. That bumps your Shako down to like $99, right? You pay your $15.95 coach fee so that your monthly whatever with Shako and your coach fee is $116. You're still saving $15, $16 compared to just getting Shakeology without being a coach. If you're military or veteran, then, or if your spouse military, then the $15.95 is waived. And there's a form to fill that out too. Any other questions, you guys? These are really good questions. You guys all get the strategy? And also know that, these people, like you're going to want to keep your spouse, like I said, at this point, like bringing in hundreds of dollars a week. And like I said, my goal is to get him to the $1,000 mark a week. I'm not going to cancel his account at this point, but that other person that signs up with you to get you to your emerald rank, they could be a placeholder. They could not, there is, as you probably know and hopefully know, there is no like contract or cancellation fee or anything like that. So make sure that they know that, that if they're, here to help you out and here to do a program with you to help you get a testimonial, to help you, get some feedback and experience with coaching somebody, and they decide after their first program that they don't want to do this anymore, you better have somebody to backfill them, but they can be your placeholder to get your business kickstarted for now. Any other questions, guys? How do you make sure someone's on a certain leg? So before you enroll, good question. Before you enroll your spouse, let's say, you want to go into your Coach Online office, not ShareCart, your Coach Online office, coach.teambeachbody.com. Go to My Business, or what is it? I should have all this memorized as I've been looking for it, at it for 5 years straight now. You go to Monitor My Business. Sorry. When you log in, Monitor My Business. Then you go to Preferred Placement. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up so I make sure I get the exact. Okay, monitor my business, downline, preferred placement. You click on preferred placement and you keep everything the same except where it says select position. You want to change it and save it to either left or right. And again, the first part of my call, your assignment was to figure out if your left is your strong or your weak, or your right is your strong or your weak. And that's how you know. So for me, before I signed up my spouse, I switched this over to right and I saved it. And he was signed up on my right leg. Then before I signed up my sister, I went into preferred placement, changed it to left, saved it, send her share a cart, and have her sign up. Then you probably want to switch it back to the weak leg again after you're done with that. And again, I'm not going to go into that strategy of placement and all of that. But just, I would say when you do these and you make these moves and you're signing these people up, tell your coach, tell your sponsor coach that you did it so they can double check things on their end to make sure that you put them in the place that you intended to. And you have 72 hours, I think, to request a change. Spouse goes on your weak leg, correct. You have 72 hours, I believe it is, to request a placement change, or maybe it's 5 days, but you want to be on it like ASAP, okay? So let's say they accidentally go on the same leg and you have 2 coaches on your right and none on your left. You need to be on it like that day. Thanks, Corey. 2 days. You fill out a genealogy change request form, and you your sponsor coach can help you with this, but you can fill out a form and request to get them switched in time so that you can have one on each side. Okay. If you sign someone up with a challenge pack and the following month they cancel your Shakeology, do you use your Success Club points? No, you don't lose your Success Club points, which, by the way, when you sign up your spouse with a challenge pack, you're going to get 2 Success Club points. You don't lose your Success Club points, and you don't lose that commission that you earned the first month with them. But obviously, if they're a coach, they're going to go inactive if they don't have 50 personal volume points. So if they're not active, then you could lose your Emerald rank. I hope that makes sense. Good question. Okay, so the goal is Emerald in 48 hours. Tonight, you have your list of 5. Tonight, you enroll your spouse, have the conversation, enroll your spouse. You're halfway to Emerald. Tell your coach, hey, I'm halfway to Emerald. Maybe they'll do a shout out for you, or maybe you guys can just celebrate together. You have your list of 5 people, close friends, family that you are going to talk to and ask for their help with this. And yes, I'm recording this, Corey, and I'll post it. And you have tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday at midnight Eastern time, the Beachbody week ends. Wednesday at midnight Eastern time every week is the end of the Beachbody week. We get paid on Thursdays. So the goal is by Wednesday at midnight, you have 2 active coaches, one on your left, one on your right. One's your spouse, one is a dear friend or family member who is like, yes, Gina, I'm going to help you out with your business. I'm going to get you kickstarted and give you some confidence for this. And who knows, maybe I'll lose 50 pounds by helping you out, right? And so Thursday morning, you wake up, you log into your Coach Online office. It says your name, Emerald Coach. Your mentor coach shouts you out, celebrates you with a graphic in the team page. Everybody knows you in Emerald. You unlock that income potential. You hit Success Club. You get free customer leads. You keep going. All right. Do these coaches have to have someone under them yet? No, not at all. Nope, they're just, and they could just be a discount coach, right? Amanda, is this Amanda Armstrong, or there's two Amandas on the call, so I was wondering. Oh, Amanda Mass. Okay, I was gonna say my Amanda Armstrong's been a discount coach for a while. Okay, no, they can just be like a discount coach, getting a discount on their product. Okay, got it, girl. Thanks. Okay, any last questions? All right, get your list of 5, and in the group, you guys, in our Facebook group, not our Fit to Inspire, but our Emerald in 48 Hour one, I'm going to post a graphic, and I want you to put the initials of the 5 people that are on your list. Okay, and I also want you to stay on there when you're halfway to Emerald. Okay, so stay engaged in the Facebook group the next 2 days until Wednesday night or Thursday morning, because I'm going to pop in there and give you kind of a little bit of a couple assignments and like just some inspiration as you are on this journey of your 2 steps to getting to Emerald. Okay. All right, guys, I so appreciate you getting on tonight, and I'm so excited for all of you. I can't wait to celebrate lots of new Emeralds this week. Bye.